Hello, welcome to another wiki procedure, and today we are going to look on how you can submit non-governmental organization annual returns in Kenya. Down here below, we have given you a link which is going to direct you to our wiki procedure website page, where we have given you detailed information on how you can go about the application process of submitting your annual returns. On the right hand side of our screen, we have included a select language option through which you can select the language which you can easily understand by clicking on the downward pointing arrow and choosing one of the displayed languages here. For example, by choosing Swahili, all the information on our wiki procedure website page will be translated to Swahili, and you'll be able to read through the information with ease. Additionally, you can easily revert back to English by clicking on the downward arrow and choosing English once again. We've also included external links to other websites which you can visit and get more information on how you can submit your annual returns. And we've also included links to this form number 14, which is the annual return form, which you can download easily by clicking on these links right here, or by visiting the NGOs, the non-governmental organization boards offices, or visiting their websites, which you can easily download the form from. We are going to go through how to fill in this annual return as we move on with our presentation today. But before we do that, I will urge you to go and click the like button and subscribe and notification bell so you can get notifications every time we upload new content. So let's get back to our presentation and see how these returns are filed. So the list of items which are going to follow include the need for making returns, the eligibility, the required documents, steps to follow making the applications, the fees, the validity period, the processing time, office location and contact information, and any of the information that we may find relevant on how to submit annual returns in Kenya for the non-governmental organization. So welcome to our presentation today, which is brought to you by wikiprocedure.com. Need for making returns. This application allows any registered non-governmental organization to furnish the non-governmental organization coordinator board with its annual returns. Each NGO is encouraged to submit annual returns 3 months after the end of their financial year. The eligibility criteria is that each registered NGO is encouraged to submit their annual returns 3 months after their end of the financial year. However, NGOs with receipts of over 1 million Kenya shillings per annum must submit audited accounts. So apart from the returns, they must submit audited accounts, and audit should be conducted by registered accounting firms as approved by the International Chartered Professional Accountants of Kenya, that's IPAC Kenya. So the required documents: you need a letter addressed to the executive director of the NGO coordination board submitting the returns. You also need a duly filled annual returns form 14. Also need audited accounts for organizations with a budget over 1 million shillings. Steps to follow while making the application are as follows. The applicant has first to contact the non-governmental organization coordination board offices with a formal letter addressed to the executive director submitting returns. This should be done at least 3 months after the end of the financial year, and the letter should be specific in nature and should also be submitted with the required documents, and these include a duly filled annual returns form 14. This form can be obtained from the non-governmental organization coordination offices, or it can be downloaded from the board's website, which is www.ngobureau.or.ke. Fill in the returns and the prescribed annual returns form 14, and the things to note is that any information or report in any other format other than form 14 will not be accepted, and NGO should respond to all the relevant parts of form 14 and should not refer to auxiliary documents when giving the information, and the NGOs may key in form 14 and reformat it to accommodate more information if necessary. We also the NGOs with receipts of over 1 million Kenya shillings per annum must submit audited accounts, and audits should be conducted by a registered accounting firm approved by ICPAK. Also, financial information must be stated in Kenya shillings, and accounts and returns stated in any other currency shall not be accepted. So after this, you should after submitting the documents, you should then proceed to pay the processing fees and submit the receipt to the NGO organization coordination board offices. The processing fee is 2,000 shilling and is charged for the submission. It takes 15 minutes to submit the application and 2 days for processing and acknowledgement to be given by the NGO coordination board. So let's just take a look on how this is done. So as you have already mentioned it, you can easily download this form by coming to the Bureau's website, www.ngobureau.or.ke, and clicking on the downloads quick links on the download as I have shown you. And this here is the form. Just come and type in here form 14. That's the annual return form, form 1-4, and the form will come. So will be displayed, so just click on that form, and this is the form right here. The form should be filled in completion, so just read the information. Like we have already mentioned that if your income or funding is more than $1 million, you must send this together with an audited report from IPAC, and you must send this report not later than 90 days from the date of completion of your financial year. And you also recommended that you send all the required documents at least 2 weeks before the due date to ensure that they are received and processed in time, and you're supposed to enter all financial information in shillings. So it's quite simple. You should state the beginning and ending of your financial year. You're also supposed to give details about your NGO, the physical and postal address, the fax, email, the name of the contact person, and select the nationality. You can do that by just clicking on this downward pointing arrow. The registration number of the NGO, the PIN number, date of registration, counties in operation. Now you then come to the financial scope, the list of the assets and reserves of the NGO. Those are the fixed assets. You can just fill them here, and then the receipts. Give information where you get your funding from, name of the donor, type of donor, country and amount, the payments, the amount of payments you've made in terms of project costs, administration, personnel, and other running costs, and if your account have been audited in this year or last year. After that, you're supposed to give information on which sector the NGO is operating in, and the bank accounts which you've opened accounts in. After that, you're supposed to give information about your personnel stationed in Kenya and other countries, number of volunteers, the privileges that the personnel are receiving, and give more information about the projects that you are currently undertaking. And the governance, give information also about the governance of your NGO, and after that just give your declaration and submit it together with the audited reports if you have been receiving more than 1 million shillings. So is that quite simple? So let's just get back to our presentation. So submit it and pay the 2,000 annual returns fee, and the payment should be made at the NGO's coordination board account. The number we have given it right here. In the cooperative bank, the COP house branch, the validity period is 1 year, so you should submit every year. The processing time, it takes 15 minutes to submit, but 2 days for processing and an acknowledgement by the board. The contact information, the NGO they are located at Coop Bank House, Selassie Avenue, Nairobi, Kenya. Other information is that the requirements to submit annual returns is articulated in Section 24 of the NGO Regulations 1992, and each NGO is encouraged to submit annual returns 3 months after the end of their financial year on Form 14, which is a statutory form set out for the same. So, as you've seen, it's quite simple to submit the annual return. So before we complete, I will urge you once again you can go through the information. If there is anything not clear, we've included everything right here. And to download the form, just visit their website www.ngobureau.or.ke, and you can download the form with ease. And we have given contact information of other regional offices in our Wiki Procedure website page. So thank you for watching. So before you finish, just click the like button, subscribe, and also notification bell, so you can get notifications every time we upload new content. So thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best.